Welcome to the CEO Review TV.
Hi, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dipti Arora, the editor of CEO Review magazine, and today we have the pleasure of hosting Mr. Carlo Revis, an Innovation Sherpa, tech entrepreneur, innovator, and deep tech visionary. Carlo has over 17 years of experience driving the future of technology, and today we are excited to have him here to discuss the topic of accelerating innovation execution. Welcome, Carlo.
Thank you very much for having me here, and I'm ready to your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much. The pleasure. Yeah. So to start, Carlo, can you please provide our interviewers with a brief introduction to your background and the work you have to as an Innovation Sherpa?
Yes, sure, absolutely. So I'm a serial tech entrepreneur. So I spent my entire career in running different businesses. I had the chance to travel all around the world with them, and also to travel to run different type of businesses. So the first one was a regular business, so not a startup. Then I jumped into the startup world with a bootstrapping startup, but also raising capitals from investors, And this brings me all around the world, from Asia, Europe to United States, with different types of technologies in different types of ecosystem. And some years ago, I decided to, what makes me crazy normally is to see how much technology we continue to develop every year and continue to be wasted, So because we continue to develop new technologies, but we don't adapt the ones that we already developed. For this reason, I decided to say, okay, let's try to stick inside the innovation ecosystem.
Yeah, let's jump into something innovative and creative. True? Right.
Yes, exactly. So, and so after a while that I did some different companies around this topic and helping also others, because in advising them with their startup journeys and so on, I decided to change my career and say, okay, now that I have run different businesses, let's start helping others more, constantly, so in full time, and building their own businesses, accelerating their innovation execution, and so on. For this reason, I created the Innovation Sherpa services, and that is, it's help, so empower visionary leaders to fast track innovation. So
Carlo,
transforming, a vision that is supposed to be. Sorry. So
Carlo, as you have mentioned, that have worked with numerous visionary leaders. So can you please share some of the insights on how to accelerate innovation execution with some of the numerous visionary leaders with the aid of them?
Yeah, so if you know, in the market today, there are in the next 10 years, we will see that 40% of the Fortune 500 companies will disappear because of lack of innovations.
Absolutely.
Okay? This is a huge problem to the market.
Yeah.
So to avoid this to happen, to optimize the innovation execution, I set up everything in 3 different main steps, so that for me is really crucial. Why? The first one is identify the mindset barriers.
Yes.
Because most of the time inside the companies, organizations, is the mindset that is the thing that is slowing down the entire process of innovations, because you have to use a different mindset to innovate than the business, the mindset. The second point is that to identify and engage the right ecosystem, because it's really important that you are surrounded by the visionary people and the service providers, the consultants, everyone, also the users, the early adapters that will help you in accelerating your journey and not pushing you back because skepticism or difficulty to adapt and so on. And once you have solved these 2 main issues, you can go into the execution strategy, identify the ways to accelerate the journey thanks to your new ecosystem mindset.
Yeah, as I can believe that you are a person who is believing in the ideology of creating something new, innovative, and better execution. Yeah. Great. That's fascinating, Carlo. Building a culture of innovation is key to success, and it's indeed true. Could you elaborate on how leaders can drive this culture and ensure that innovation becomes a part of the company's DNA?
Yes. So there are 4 points that are pop up in my mind. One is curiosity. If you are not curious enough, you don't know exactly what is going on into the world. So today there are so many different things that continue to arrive into the market every day. You must be curious and continue to, to check out for new stuff, because every day is a new era sometimes in some industry. Then you need diversity. So diversity is another thing that is underestimated most of people from different geographies, from different backgrounds, because you need different point of views to really see the reality behind a technology or a solution. Another important point is questioning and doubting about yourself and about what you're doing. So you have to continue to ask yourself, is this really the latest technology that I can apply, the latest things and so on? Am I right in everything and so on? It doesn't mean that you have to every day restart from scratch, but if you doubt about many different things and you question about all the things that you are doing, you are sure that you can go to the right directions, because today is not important really to know exactly where to go, but where not to go, what you don't have to do,
Yes.
And this is questioning yours.
I'm totally getting agree with you. Totally. Yeah.
And thank you. And the last point is changing and adapt continuously. You have to adapt with your environment, not just internally the organizations, because normally the organization is really slow, but the world is fast. So maybe your organization, that is going as a certain level, but the world is going on 2 times, 10 times your speed, and you have to adapt to the world, the speed of the world, not your internal organization speed, because otherwise we will become out of the market in no time.
Absolutely. These all points are up to mark, and I must appreciate the points. Yeah. As you have mentioned that collaboration and communication are indeed vital components of successful innovation. Carlo, could you please share any specific strategies or approaches that leader can adopt to accelerate the execution of innovative ideas? Yeah.
Yes. So innovation is experimentation.
Yes.
So companies rely sometimes too much on technology watching and technology scouting, and rarely on pilots and proof of concepts. Also, to learn, you have to experiment. Learning by doing is much better than just read a book, or read articles and scientific papers and so on. So you have to collaborate and partner more with universities, startups, external experts, but also with your internal team most of the times. The inside organizations, sometimes you don't have time to experiment, because you have just to work on what you're doing. But just experimenting new stuff and new solutions, new possibilities, you can really do your job much, much better in the innovation field.
Yeah, and thanks for these amazing tips. Yeah, I'm learning from you. These are great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, as we know that agile methodologies and leveraging emerging technologies can certainly speed up the innovation process. However, challenges may arise during implementation. How can leaders address these challenges and ensure the successful execution of innovation ideas?
So, as a general rule, challenges normally arise because of lack of knowledge. So it happens to everyone. So it's normal. It's life, So when you are stuck, you should involve new people to reset your mindset, to bring in new ideas on board, and to have a chance, to see things different from a different point of view. So approaching things differently is most of the time the final solution, because you will be able to unstuck the challenge and move forward. And innovation, challenges are really complex. So, and you need different type of mindset and people involved when you are stuck on something.
Great. That sounds like a truly fascinating way to balance and aspiration. Now, let's talk about challenges. As an innovator, you have likely encountered your fair shares of obstacles. Could you please share a particularly memorable challenge you faced during your career and how you overcome it?
So we think that most of the time obstacles in the innovation process are related to technology, but instead are related to mindset of the ecosystem. So, for example, sometimes you are stuck because your experts are saying it is not possible to create such technology.
Yes, absolutely.
But there is a story about Elon Musk, that the first time that he wanted to build SpaceX, for asking them, let's do a reusable rocket, and the answer was, no, it's not possible. But Elon Musk has this vision, and he knew that there were possibilities to build something like that. And so he decided to go to the PhD students of the most, advanced university in the world, MIT, and so on. And those students didn't have experience to say no. And so but they had the passion to say, yes, let's do that. And the rest is history, you can see everything in the world today. And so, for example, when I'm evaluating these adaptive solutions, and this happened a lot of times in my career, I have my network of experts, but I normally don't ask my expert, is this possible, or how could be, let's do that, But I'm normally asking them, tell me in which conditions this could be possible.
Yes.
How could this happen? Don't tell me that 100 ways that is not possible, but tell me the one way that this could be possible. And this changed
that's the spirit.
everything. Yeah.
And that's truly sounds like a fascinating way to inspiration. And thank you for sharing that absolutely inspiring story, Carlo. It's a testament to the power of determination and teamwork in the face of challenges. Finally, as of we wrap up, what is one piece of advice would you give to the aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs who are looking to make their mark in the tech industry?
So, in my experience, if to achieve whatever you want, you be surrounded by the right ecosystem. So you need people that understand you, support you, that challenge you continuously to allow you to grow every day. In the tech industry in particular, you have to learn every day to push yourself above the average limit to the top one. And so the best advice that I give normally to people is look at your ecosystem. Are you really surrounded by the right people for what you're doing right now or not? Otherwise, go away from there, find new people, bring new people on board, because it's the only way really to achieve everything in your life, not just in innovations. And that's it.
Thank you, Carlo, for sharing your personal experiences and insights. It has been a pleasure getting to know you better. We wish you continued success in your endeavors.
Thank you very much, Deepti, for having me here today.
Yeah. Anything you would like to add at the end of this?
No, I guess that I said everything needed. So, and what I can say is feel free to contact me, to reach me. I really love to be engaged with visionary people, technology persons, and so on, to discuss any topics, to share ideas, and so on, just also for fun sometimes, because this is what make me, eclectic and updated about everything. I spend a lot of times with startup founders, for example, at no cost, just to sharing what they are doing, because this make me a better visionary, because I are more updated about what is going on into the world everywhere. So feel free to reach me out.
Sure. Thank you for joining us today, Carlo. And to our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more engaging interviews and both provoking content from CEO Review Magazine. Thank you, everyone.